Press conference for the Knockhill round of the Bennett's British Superbike Championship. Leon, third place on the grid for you ahead of tomorrow's opening race. It's fair to say it's been a bit of a tough weekend for you given what happened yesterday, so to come back and start from the front row, you must be happy with that.
Yeah, front row was better than I expected. We've been struggling with a new tyre pace all weekend, and losing FP2 yesterday wasn't ideal, flying off the edge of turn 1, but the boys did a really good job, got the bike back together again, and you know, we're feeling pretty good with rhythm and race pace, but yeah, to have a front row start's really important around here as well.
And you come into this round as championship leader. How do you feel ahead of the races here, given how close it has been throughout free practice and also in qualifying? Yeah,
this place is always so close. You know, a tenth of a second is everything, and you've really got to analyse every corner and every little bit to, you know, I don't think there's going to be many breakaways. But you know, it is tight racing. You've got to know where you can make your moves and be quite calculated with that. So yeah, I mean, I think we're in for a very close race tomorrow, and it should be a fun one.
Josh, second consecutive front row start for you this year.
Yeah.
Coming off a great weekend at Snetterton, how good does it feel to be back on the front row here, especially given that the majority of your rivals had a bit of an advantage by a test here, which unfortunately you weren't able to do?
Yeah. You know, I'm really pleased, obviously, to back up the performance that we had at Snetterton. I feel like you know, there was a good improvement come from the power delivery of the bike, so that sort of put me in a range where I can ride my normal way and make it count. You know, most of this weekend through the practices, I haven't really been as competitive as I would have liked. I mean, but the times are so close. A tenth or two can make it look quite bad on paper when in fact your times aren't that bad. But even so, it wasn't as good a pace as I was hoping to have throughout the practices. So to finish up practice with a good time, and you know, we made a few changes just right at the end that sort of, you know, just brought me a bit more comfort to do the lap time that I need to do, and then I was able to do it again in the qualifying, you know, a few times, and then further the lap time on the very last session. So I'm pleased with the progress of the bike. I'm pleased with what I was able to do, and you know, the real focus point is that we're on the front row of the grid for the race tomorrow. You know, that's what's been hurting us at the start of the year. Even some of the earlier races this year, I've had, you know, quite okay race pace from middle of the race to the end, definitely, and but you know, just starting back on the grid has been you know too difficult to gap to make up. So it's important that from the rest of the year we start off the front row of the grid and give myself a fair chance to put in a decent race.
Last but not least, Jake Dixon, your first pole position of the 2018 season at a circuit that was arguably your strongest last year. So how does it feel coming back here to Knockhill with all the memories of last year and taking that pole position today?
To be fair, it doesn't feel any different to any other round. I come to every round wanting to win races, and I feel like we've been just lacking in an area that we seem to maybe we have improved this weekend, and I think that's the bit that we've been lacking, and just I hope it can translate through to the race. We've done our homework through free practice, and I feel like I've got really good pace. In Q1 and 2 I didn't feel so confident because we made a change, and then we reverted back to what we had in FP3, and instantly I went quicker. So really happy. I can't thank the team enough because they do endless amounts of work, and yeah, I just would like to repay them with 2 strong results, being on the podium and obviously fighting for the win.